New for you tonight. As a child, Joe Giella of East Meadow got in trouble for doodling cartoons in his school books, but he grew up to become one of the most prolific comic book artists in America. News 12 Long Island's Virginia Huey introduces us to the veteran artist who's also a veteran of the U.S. military.
In a studio in East Meadow, a legend in the comic book industry works his magic with pencils and inks.
I just love to draw.
At 93, Joe Giella is the oldest living artist to have worked on Batman.
Batman was my favorite.
But Giella wasn't only drawn to the Caped Crusader. In his more than 7-decade career, Giella inked a cast of superheroes and supervillains, including Captain America, The Flash, Green Lantern, the Joker, and the Penguin.
This is a superhero-oriented country. That kept me going. I just love to draw, and instead of just drawing like static figures, I mean, I like the action of the superheroes. Slam, bang, you know.
As a young boy, Giella says he doodled characters on any possible scrap of paper, including his school books. That got him in big trouble.
My teacher didn't care for that. She was always chastising me, and they asked my dad to come to the school. My dad was furious. My dad never wanted me to be an artist, and I kept telling my dad, I am not a cop or a fireman. I want to draw.
Giella's determination paid off. At age 16, the self-taught artist landed his first gig with Hillman Periodicals, where he penciled Captain Codfish, which appeared in Punch and Judy comics. A couple of years later, Giella's work caught the eye of Timely Comics editor Stan Lee, who tapped Giella to work on Captain America comics, among others.
Every job I did, I tried to make it better than the next one.
In between assignments, Giella served the country. In 1946, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy Reserves.
I put 8 years in the Navy, active and inactive. Now, the active part, I spent 18 weeks at sea. I don't know how I did everything, you know, but I did it, you know.
Giella spent much of his career at DC Comics, where he drew every major costume crime fighter during the Silver Age of comics.
That was the pinnacle. That was it. Wow. I mean, work for DC. I mean, the only thing better than that was a syndicated strip.
In the 1960s, Giella penciled and inked the Batman syndicated comic strip series and later drew the Merryworth newspaper strips for more than 35 years. In 2006, the U.S. Postal Service honored Giella by using 2 of his pieces of art for the DC Superheroes collection of postage stamps. After a 73-year career, Giella retired in 2019, but it wasn't long before he was back at the drawing board working on limited commissions.
At my age, 93, I feel that I haven't done my best work yet. That's the truth.
An illustrious artist continuing to capture the imaginations of superhero fans around the world. Virginia Huey, News 12, Long Island.
What a great story. Giella's sons actually followed in his footsteps too. Frank Giella is an art teacher at Forest Hills High School, and Dan Giella owns an art gallery in Manhattan.